Aloha kako. Welcome to episode 10 of Nana Ike Kumu. T here with the Center at West Oahu, along with Hema. I don't know which side you're on. There you go. And we actually have his dear hoa, Lexi. So I'm going to turn the time over to Hema to kind of introduce his hoa, and then we can continue on from there. Mahalo nui.
Mahalo T. All right, so everybody, this is Alexis Miller. We all know her as Lexi, but she's a dear friend of mine and mawahine, and she has been a guiding light for me. She always seems to check up on me when things, for me anyway, is kind of down. You know, my energy is low, but she's a manawahine. She's a cowgirl. She is a farmer, recently picked up the shovel and started canoeing HALE. So congratulations to her, being a new mommy to a bunch of oha. Her son Luca, he to me is this glue that has stuck, not just her to the culture, but us to him, and bringing this lineage back to life for her ohana. So today we actually like to bring up an Aloha Now that she had recently sought after, and in the recent times, I don't know if you recognize her face, but she has been a guiding light for those in Hakipuʻu. Recently, there was some pilikia that abrupted there, and she had made a few posts, a few shares, sent it out to a couple Hawaiians that then sent it to different agencies. Hungry Hawaiians, Broke the Cloud, and different people to make a change in the community in Ko'olaupoko, Ko'olauloa. So Lex, would you like to explain your Olalono'ea for the day?
So this one was just one that I kind of scrolled across, and it just really relates to literally every movement that's going on right now, including here in Hawaii, but also including like Black Lives Matters. Really, if you think about it, there's a way that every movement can kind of tie back to this. So the lelo no'ea is o ka poe e ʻāina I ka loa'a, o ka ʻāina he lohe, o lelo wale a'e no I ka ua o Hawaii. So what that's saying is that those who eat the product of this land merely hear of the rains. And it would have been said as, of kind of a person in power who neglects to kind of acknowledge what goes on below him. So if you think about with Mauna Kea, Governor Ige wants to, diversify the economy through something that the people don't want. And so if you think about like the situation in Hakipuʻu, that's, Kualoa Ranch, John Morgan wanting to do what they want to do with the land, but not listening to the people who've been there for 10 generations or the 10th generation, lineal descendants of the Iwi in that area. Even for Black Lives Matters, society as a whole benefits from Black culture. But while they're benefiting from Black culture, they fail to kind of acknowledge it, and they'll sit there and watch a Black man be murdered through a screen. Even like with immigration, it's not so much a problem here. Hawaii is very different, but like on the mainland, there's the building of the wall separating us from Mexico. People will go to a Mexican restaurant because it's their favorite, but they don't worry about, what their building of the wall is going to affect as far as, the jobs that people don't want to work, that these people are working for, these labor jobs for really, really, really low wages for other people to enjoy, the people who want to build the wall for them to enjoy, basically. So that was the one that kind of just stuck out to me, especially in times like this. So.
Mahalo, Lex. So during your time at Hakipuʻu, and you can use your Olalono'ea too, but what stuck out to you the most about those that have political power, that are above, per se, the people that are lineal descendants of the area?
A lot of hiding, manipulation. As far even today, you know, I was telling you guys before we, you know, kind of started really getting into the call, that there's a lot of hiding going on. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of people saying that no, there is no sewage in the ocean, but there's unedited videos, unedited pictures, and it's like very clear, right? The video I showed you was clear as day. Like you can't say it's not in the water. There's a wall, there's a seawall, there's ocean water, and you can see it almost looks like oil. It's literally leaking into the water. So just a lot of hiding, and you know that happens with almost every movement. There's always something that gets exposed, and then from there it just kind of snowballs. So I think you know, in general, but even of course with Hakipuʻu, because Kualoa is my employer, and so I kind of see a little bit more behind the scenes. It's definitely gonna be like all the hiding and the lies and the manipulation of words to kind of distract people that kind of stands out the most when it comes to who's in power over there.
You know, I had a question, like as you were talking, because are you out in that area often?
So my farm is in Kahuku, and I live back and forth between Kahuku and town. I don't go down Johnson Road very much at all. I don't live there. My cousin is kind of like long time relationship with one of the boys from Hakipuʻu. So that's kind of how I got involved, but also just from working at Kualoa. Kualoa, the place you can't leave. Like once you're there, you can't leave, and that's kind of why I've stayed so long. So
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Dear to my heart. Yeah. From being there for so long.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. No, because I used to live in Laie as well. I went to Hawaii, and then even after, you know, I have a lot of family out in Laie, and I can tell you, you know, every time I missed Hana, if I got to drive that way, you know, through Kualoa and then Kaneohe, but then go down like the Heia, you know, side road, and you know, like the beauty there on that side is you know, it's breathtaking. And I really appreciate your words in regards to like stewardship and kuleana, like having responsibility and being able to say like, hey, this is not right, this what is going on. Like I appreciate your strength in that, because you know, as we're all continuing to go through our pandemic and things, you know, are going on, and new things come to light always. And you know, that's kind of when there's a high energetic frequency, new things come to light very fast. And so I appreciate, you know, kind of your process and how you're really trying to be, it feels like you're trying to align and be pono as possible, and really find the efficacy that you have within to allow to come out. So I mahalo your words. Like, thank you so much for some of the stuff. Do you have anything else you kind of wanted to discuss in regards to that olelo no eo?
No, I think the main reason why it really stuck out, or why I wanted to kind of bring it up, is just because, you know, through our everyday colonized lives, we kind of forget that, or I think we just we don't realize, because it's so normal now, we don't realize how we contribute to those people in power being able to forget about us, you know? Even just something as simple as voting, like that's gonna happen pretty soon, right? So even something like that, you know, to us, we think that it's not gonna matter, but in this situation, like now's the time, right? Now's the time that it's the most important, because we want to get certain people out. We don't want them to stay. By not voting, you know, it's kind of putting us in a situation where, are we contributing, or are we just not doing anything? So yeah, I just think that one's pretty important, just so that we can all kind of reflect on ourselves and see how we can kind of do our part to not manifest that trend still. So for me, like, I know not everybody has the option to like blast their employer, but for me, wrong is wrong, and if I don't agree with it, I can't just sit by and, you know, be okay with it. And for me, I'm just lucky enough that I do have the option to just say, you know, I don't care if I get fired over this. I don't care if, you know, I'm forced to quit over this. And to me, like, that's my way. That's the way that I can kind of help so that the people in power don't have as much power as they're thinking that they might have. And everybody can contribute in some way. You know, sometimes, like on the Mauna, people are cooking. Those people are important, right? Not everybody has to be arrestable. Not everybody has to be willing to lose their jobs. Not everybody, you know, has to even be there physically. Writing emails, all of that is still important. But we need to kind of reflect onto ourselves and see how we can keep the people keep the people that are up here from forgetting about us down here. So.
Mahalo nui. Just wanna, you know, especially on that self-reflection. I love hearing it, you know, even though we've been hearing it a lot. Mahalo for your words again, you know, because I think sometimes you feel a little bit, not trapped, but you don't necessarily know everything that you could do or how you can be most effective. So mahalo for those suggestions. And hopefully, you know, our viewers, our listeners, or, you know, whomever's, you know, might get shared, you know, I hope that they are able to hear you, because that is a very huge place that you're putting yourself in, and I kako'o you and support you, and it's been great to talk to you. Mahalo nui.
Mahalo, Lex, for joining us today. And again, to our viewers, to our staff, faculty, students, the community members, click like, comment, share, and see you next week on Nana Ike Kumu. Aloha.
Ahuyo.
Kia polani.
Moko moko! Kui Molokai! Ba! 12 back.
And they was all sitting down. Before they even started arresting anybody, they went up to one of the girls over there and shoved her face. So we had a little bit from, but he has no idea of what he's saying.